Morning, guys. I'm just sending out the invites. I'm not ignoring anybody. Just give me a few. Good morning. Are you guys ready for today? Because if it's anything like yesterday, it's going to be ridiculous. Hi, Glam. Hello, good morning, Apache Mary. How are you? Well, we're covering the Lori Daybell trial. This is day 4. But I came on a little bit earlier than what we're supposed to because we have something to review. Something they tried to deprive us of. Yeah. Well, we don't need the backup to just listen to that, so hold on. What I'm getting ready to show you guys is uploading as we speak on YouTube or on TikTok. So it will be there later, so don't worry. Good morning. Okay. Thank you. Oh, that is so cute. You guys remember when we were in court? Well, we were virtually in court yesterday. And remember how virtually the sound was cut off? And we were sitting here beating up the computer because we had to know what was going on. Who remembers that? Do you remember? Well, guess what? I have that audio. Well, I don't have it. Hidden True Crime has it. Well, I do have it from them, but yeah. Make sure you're ready to hear this. And make sure you're saying you love the TikTok shop a lot during this, because you'll figure out why.
Melanie Gibb. Nicole.
This is Christina Atwood. That was the blonde that was being testified, or that was testifying yesterday. There's no visual, it's just the audio. So I can't help but wonder if they recorded this on the download, and I am so thankful to them for doing it. Hi, Kristen, how are you? I'm good. I've been doing the lives every day on YouTube. So you have the first 3 days are on my YouTube. So day 1, 2, 3 are on YouTube. Today, after day 4, I'll be putting that on YouTube. Well, but I've been putting it up there for you every day. Okay. And by the way, those of you that are subscribers, I did make our new stickers last night. The one that's on the screen is an example of the sticker. So let you guys can see what we're dealing with here. There's our new stickers. I put a Kohlberger one in there too. Idaho 4. Sam, are you in here? I didn't see if Sam came in already. I can't find the picture of the stalker squirrel. You know, the one that stalks your guys' niece. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Good morning. So if anyone has it from the mod chat, when I put the stickers in the mod chat, if any of you have it, if you could send that back to me, I would appreciate it, because that's been a request for a sticker for a while, and I cannot find it if my life depended on it. Hold on, let me do my eyebrows. I look crazy. Okay, so yesterday, like I was saying, there was a huge, thank you, Positive, welcome to the team, a huge part of Christina Atwood that we never got to hear. But we are now.
Earl and Serena Sharp.
There's no visual.
Who organized that? Or who invited you? Let me ask that.
Thank you, Renee.
Did Lori invite you, or did one of these other women invite you?
I don't recall.
Good morning, Wendy. How are you?
Do you recall whose house it was at?
It was at Zulema's.
Okay. And did you know at that time if Lori and Charles were still separated?
Could you say that
Sure.
again?
Did you know at this meeting if Lori and Charles were still separated, living in different homes?
Yes, I believe so.
Did you know who was caring for JJ at that time?
Yes, I believe she was at Alex's.
JJ?
Oh, sorry, JJ. I believe JJ was in Texas.
Still with Charles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a yes?
Yes.
And then you said Tylee was still staying with her uncle Alex.
Yes.
Did you know where Lori was living at that time?
With Alex.
Had you met these other women
morning,
prior to this
guys.
meeting in February-ish of 2019?
The only other person that I knew was Nicole Earl.
Thank you. Anybody just coming in, this is the missing audio from Christina Atwood that they muted and didn't let us hear. So we're hearing it now.
So this was the first time you were meeting the person whose house it was at, Zulema?
Correct.
The first time that you were meeting Melanie Gibb?
Correct.
And the first time you said Serena, is that Serena Sharp?
Correct.
Was there anything,
Oh yeah, she's a friend. And she knows a lot of stuff that we were probably suspecting that she knew. We were just waiting for her to tell us. And then the court decided to try to mute it. But Hidden True Crime has it. I'm betting they were recording the audio because now we have it. I uploaded it. It should be uploading. It should be on my TikTok in a few minutes.
that
It takes
Lori
a minute.
said at this meeting in February-ish of 2019 that she said about Charles that stood out to you?
She was concerned about dark spirit.
They'll be in court. They usually start around 1. I came on early so that way we could go over this because I know how many of you guys, along with myself, was just so down and depressed over not hearing this part. Yeah, she was the blonde with the short blonde hair, like right about here. There's no visual. That's why I'm only doing the audio. That, and I'm trying to get my makeup put on because I'm trying to get myself put together as much as possible. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the gifts. And for subscribers, guys, I did do the stickers last night. You're looking at one of them as the background right now.
It's plaguing him.
Did she in fact tell you that he was possessed by dark spirits?
I don't recall.
Did you recall
It's more than that,
talking to
catnip.
the police, again back in April of 2021, and advising them that this is the first time you're hearing that Charles is possessed?
If I said it then yes.
If you guys think you know what she's about to say, you don't. Trust me. Good morning, happy Thursday.
When you were
Thank you, Charlie.
meeting on this weekend, or this
Can you let
weekend,
the
what do you
others know that
remember
we're live?
about this group meeting?
Okay, if it just froze, that was because it was telling me the video is uploaded, so it should be on my TikTok in a few minutes. But it's just the audio. Yeah, but it's more than that, catnip. This is the prosecution yesterday asking Christina Atwood questions when they muted the sound because they're half an hour ahead in the courtroom. They went back and they muted it so we couldn't hear it. We are now hearing it. Don't worry, they're not in court yet. They're not in court till they don't start until about 1. So we're reviewing what we missed yesterday. And if you guys could do me a favor and let other people know as they come in, if I miss it, just let them know. I would appreciate that. I'm trying to multitask.
Was it a night, a weekend? How was that?
It was an evening. We may have met twice in the evening that weekend.
Did you
Thank you.
know where Serena was from? Like, did she live locally?
She did not. She was visiting from out of state.
When you were meeting at these
Yeah, in a little bit.
in February of 2019, do you recall telling police that Lori was talking about Charles being dark or having a dark spirit?
Yes.
And do you recall saying that he was possessed and she had a name for who he was possessed by?
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
Sure.
Yes.
Do you recall telling the police that he was possessed and she had a name for who he was possessed by?
I don't recall, but believe that I said it.
Would listening to your recording help refresh your recollection as to that?
Yes.
Your Honor, if we can have her listen to Exhibit 200.
Go ahead.
We just started. We came on early to listen to what they cut out yesterday. They muted it so that we couldn't hear it. We're listening to that now. They start at 1 p.m. Central Time. So we'll go to that as soon as we're done listening to this part. You are welcome. I swear I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. She's representing herself. But this isn't Lori that's talking. It's prosecution for Christina Atwood, Lori's friend. When Sam comes in, somebody remind me to ask her if she has the squirrel picture so I could do the sticker for that later. I couldn't find it last night.
All right. Did that help refresh your recollection as to whether or not Lori had ever told you that her husband, Charles, was possessed?
Yes.
And did it help refresh your recollection as to whether or not Lori Vallow had told you that her husband was possessed by some spirit that had a name?
Yes.
And at that time, you could not recall what the name was?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
Today will be day 4. This is day 3, though.
Did you hear Lori speak about Charles being possessed more than once?
Yes.
On more than one occasion?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Did she tell you, as well as the other women who were at this meeting in February, that her husband was possessed.
Yes,
Okay. So it wasn't just you in a private conversation.
correct.
I'm not
She was
live early.
open about it.
Yes.
I'm live early.
When you would try to reach Lori, did she have multiple phone numbers that you could call?
Yes.
Do you recall if she had more than 2 phones?
I know 2 cell phones.
And did she also potentially have a third line? A third phone number that might have been a home number?
Yes.
Okay. So at least 2 different cell phones
One for each of
that
our
you
men.
could call her.
Yes.
Was she working at the time?
Not that I recall.
Did you know her to work?
No.
So to your understanding, they were both personal cell phones?
Correct.
Like a work phone that was given to her?
Yes.
Did you have another meeting that you recalled where it was like a Zoom type meeting where maybe Serena had called in or done a team Zoom meeting during the pandemic?
Yes.
Do you recall where that meeting happened? Did anyone meet in person during that one?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Everyone was attending via Zoom?
Yes.
And during this meeting, do you recall Lori again talking about Charles being possessed
Yes.
and being controlled by dark spirits?
Yes.
Did you ever participate in any castings?
Oh.
Let me ask it this way. Did Lori ever talk to you about casting?
Yes.
What did you understand that to mean?
It was praying for dark spirits to be cast out of someone.
Were you ever involved in a casting for her husband?
I was in her presence when she prayed for that.
Were you ever present when people were assigned different elements to be part of the casting?
I don't recall.
Do you recall when you were present for that casting? Do you recall what time of which one of these meetings you may have been present for that casting? We have a meeting in February, as you said, and a Teams meeting. Was it at either of those?
The last time that I got together with her at Zulema's house, we had all got together and prayed.
Okay.
And
let's talk about the last time.
okay.
Was the last time you all got together on June 9th of 2019?
Yes.
And you said that was at Zulema's house as well?
Yes.
Who invited you to that?
I don't recall.
Who was at the meeting?
It's the first time I'd ever met Alex, her brother. Zulema was there. I believe her niece, Melanie Boudreau, was there. Nicole Earle and Melanie Gibb. And there was another woman that was a friend of one of the ladies. I can't recall her name.
This is yesterday's audio. Remember when it was muted and we were all really pissed? This is the moment that we didn't get to hear. I'll switch to video when it's actually something to see. They're not in court yet, but we were pissed. I found it and we're listening. We're listening to this one.
So, was this the first time you met Melanie Boudreau?
No, I'd met her another time.
And do you recall when that was?
That was at Alex's house, I believe.
I don't like the way this is working.
Was that one of the 2
In
meetings?
between those two. The first and the last, I believe there was 3 meetings.
And you said it was the first time you met Alex Cox.
Correct.
How did you learn he was related to Lori?
He was introduced to me.
As her brother?
Yes.
Can you tell us your impression of Alex Cox? What was the impression you got from meeting him and being with him for a night?
I was put off by it.
You should be, Julie.
Why?
Good morning,
He
Elsie.
was pretty loud and outspoken, I guess. And I was very uncomfortable with what he was talking about.
Okay. Well, let's kind of go through what happened at this meeting.
Thank you.
At this meeting, did Lori still express that her husband, Charles, was possessed?
Yes.
And
Okay.
what were you guys, what was happening at this meeting? I know you said there was a prayer. What was happening?
We were asked to fast and pray for her family, and so we'd come together on fasting, and we, as I recall, gathered outside and had a prayer together. And I believe Lori was the one that said the prayer. And then we went in and broke our fasts and ate and then visited.
Okay. Was Alex part of that prayer outside?
Yes.
Okay. During this, when you broke your fast and you guys were eating, did you hear Alex making some comments?
Yes.
And you told us that they made you uncomfortable. What were these comments?
He stated he wished that he could just kill Charles.
Okay. Was Lori around when he was saying this?
Yes, one of the times.
Okay. So he said it more than once.
Sam, do you have the picture of the stalker squirrel? I cannot find the picture of the stalker squirrel. That's why I didn't make the stalker squirrel picture. If you have it, if you could send it back, I can make the picture later. I couldn't make it last night. And if you guys are subscribers, the stickers I promised are there. They're ready to use. This is Christina
Yes.
Atwood.
Can you describe for us sort of his demeanor when he's saying this about wanting to just kill Charles?
It was jocular, just
I love the TikTok shop. TikTok shop is great.
as I recall, he was standing up and just talking about it pretty loudly.
And you said one of the times that he said this, it was around Lori.
Yes.
Did she react in any way to hearing her brother say that he wished he could just kill her husband?
Not that I recall.
Did you overhear Lori ever tell him, "You can't kill my husband"?
No.
Or why would you say such a thing like that?
No.
Did it seem to have any impact that you recall on her?
No.
Now, you were disturbed by this,
Yes.
but you didn't see that same reaction in her.
Correct.
What did you think when you heard this?
It was upsetting.
And so you've already heard Lori talking for at least a couple months about her husband being possessed, right?
Yes.
Inhabited by these dark, evil spirits, right?
Yes.
And now you're hearing her brother say that he wished he could just kill him.
Yes.
And this is on June 9th of 2019.
Yes.
During this same gathering on June 9th of 2019, did you hear Lori Vallow say anything about Charles that was also disturbing to you?
Yes.
What did you hear her say?
I heard her say that she had crushed up some of JJ's medicine and put it in his drink mix.
Did it sound like a significant amount of medication?
Yes.
When you heard this, what were you thinking?
I was disturbed.
So you're thinking now she's drugging her husband?
Yes.
Rugging.
Alex, have any reaction to this?
Not that I recall.
So when you are hearing these sort of things, did you say anything at that time?
I didn't.
Did you stay much longer at this gathering?
No.
Yeah.
Did you decide to do anything as a result of having heard Alex make those statements about killing Charles and Lori making statements about drugging her husband?
Yes.
What did you decide to do?
I reached out and asked her to visit with me.
And when was that?
I believe the next day.
So June 10th?
Yes,
And did you meet with her?
I did.
And what did you tell her?
I told her I was very concerned about what had been said and that it was really disturbing. And I told her that if something had happened to Charles, that I would go to the police.
And how did she react to that?
She said that they were just being silly and just playing off of each other and that she hadn't meant anything by it.
How do
She's
you
just
not
being
mean anything
dramatic.
by it?
Did she also give you a sort of a lesser dose of drugs that she was drugging?
Yes, she said that she hadn't given as many as she had suggested the day before.
So minimized what she said.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some other things that you had been hearing from Lori during this time period. From the time you started meeting with these gatherings in February through to June, did you start to see sort of a progression of things that Lori was telling you that seemed outside of your faith?
Yes.
Did she make statements to you that you believed went against your religion?
Yes.
Did she at any point tell you that she did not need to repent anymore?
Yes.
What is that? What is that meaningful to you in your religion?
We believe that every single person outside of Jesus Christ has reason to repent.
So when she said something like that, did that cause you some concern?
It did.
Did she ever talk to you about going through a translation?
Yes, that she believed she was beginning to.
Did she ever talk to you and the others in your groups about knowing you in prior lives?
Yes.
And was everyone in the group sort of someone she indicated she knew from prior lives?
Yes.
Now, prior to sort of February and then these three meetings, had you had a lot of contact with Lori?
No.
Like you hadn't dined with her or, gone shopping with her or anything like that before?
No, not between those three.
When you were at that last meeting in June, was Serena at that meeting?
No.
During that meeting, did you overhear Lori talking about Serena in a way that also disturbed you?
Yes.
What do you recall of that?
It was just very negative, and that she didn't believe that Serena was going to be good after all, something to that effect.
Okay.
There you have it. Thoughts?